I'm DJ Premier and I present to you So What's Up.
Okay, computer, run it back.
So what's up?
Let's go back to another classic in so many ways. For one, rest in peace to the great guru Keith Elam of the legendary iconic group Gang Starr. I'm so blessed to be a part of it. So many stages of Guru's career and his life. And one of the things that I loved about what he did as we started to grow as a group, starting in 1993, but this happens to be a thing that I have to explain to you before I get to the song of the artist that we're talking about. Should I show the song and then back up to tell the story? That's what I'm gonna do. I backed up, moving forward. We're going to Philly, Philadelphia, PA. Pennsylvania is the state. That's Bahamadia. All right, what a dope name. And again, one of my favorite songs that I've worked with her. I've done 3, but this one is called True Honey Buns. That freak shit. Oh man, I remember this day. Now, we gotta do the backup. Okay, 1995, Guru started a series of what he calls Ill Kid Samplers. One of the reasons why they're called Ill Kid Samplers is because Guru is known for so many nicknames. Don Garizzi, Ballhead Slick, Ill Kid, Keithy E. MC, or Keithy E. the Guru. He has so many. So with that said, he started a label, but it was really just to shop demos, and he would press it on vinyl. You know, vinyl's not cheap. He would press it on vinyl just to get it to labels to get artist deals. That's how J. Rue the Damager got signed. That's how Big Suge got signed. That's how Group Home got signed, through demos pressed on wax. Now, the second series of his Ill Kid sampler happened to be a 4-piece joint. Now, the first record that I got was a promo where it only had one artist on it, okay? I used to do radio at WBLS. I used to do an underground show called The Thunderstorm with Geronimo, who was the host, and I was the DJ. We were on from 8 to 10 on Friday nights, and it was one of the dopest shows that broke a lot of dope records. I broke shook ones from Mobb Deep, Jay-Z in my lifetime before the bigger Rockefeller level of the game came in. This is just the early stage. So many things came through that pipeline when I used to do that show, and also this particular record. It was called Total Wreck. Dope ass record. Take a listen to this real quick. I know you don't like much.
From the boom test area first, I tell carry on the mounds of my spit out hops. At the top like fizz and soda pop. The effect of my flicks hit you like a judo chop. And then I get deeper than the boss with the phrasing out the norm, cause I'm amazing at that. Like Joe when I swing it. Smoke some microphone like L when you're stinking.
Just off top, the vocal style, the attitude, the bark, and the confidence of her delivery, I was like, she's definitely gonna get an album deal. And not only that, she's definitely gonna be a name to be reckoned with out of female MCs that are respected on a high level. I know Sha Rock, who we consider the queen of hip hop, she was very, very motivated by Sha Rock, Salt and Pepper, so many different MCs. And the fact that she was into those artists, that's what she said she was guided by, if you look at her history, to do her thing. The dopest part was when she and Guru connected, Guru said, I'm gonna get her a deal. Being a Gang Starr put out several albums through the Chrysalis EMI family label, Daily Operation, of course our second album, which was our debut on a major, Step in the Arena. Then we transferred to just straight EMI with Hard to Earn, and Moment of Truth went to Virgin, still part of the EMI family. But during the Chrysalis time when we were there, they were welcoming any artist we brought. And at that time, he brought Bahamadia, and she did a classic album called Collage. Now, With that said, of course I'm gonna contribute. Guru needs me, I'm in for whatever he wants. He said I need 3. We did some bangers, but this particular one, I always like to do different styles of beats, and I always like to sometimes do something mellow, even if you rap a little more aggressive on it. And with her style, from what I was impressed with when she dropped her debut single, I did this real mellow beat called True Honey Buns, as I said, that freak shit. Now, she already had the concept of where she wanted to go with it, and it was very visual, and there's a video to it. So the music and all the sounds, drums, sounds, horns, everything, and crowd noise, it doesn't matter, all contained on these floppy disks. This is the era of the 90s when we were making music on equipment that housed these. Some people use ASR-10, which is a keyboard and drum programmer. Some people use SP1200 drum machines. Floppy disks, I chose the MPC-60 by Akai and the Akai S950. And they're all stored on here. And then the next stage of it is where you link them through a process that we call MIDI so that they can communicate with each other, and then they start to communicate by playing the track starting at the very top of the beat, but it's laid on 2-inch tape. No digital yet for me. 2-inch tape. Spin that wheel around like the Wheel of Fortune. And a lot of winnings came out of that process. So, once we got to that stage, it was actually the second record I worked on with her. We did one called Rugged Rough, and then we did one with 2 of her homies that also are MCs, all female MCs. It's called 3 the Hard Way. We're gonna do a chapter of that down the line, but this one, we'll start with this. And so, as I said before, once she got her deal, she constructed an incredible record. And I also got a shout out, when she did her debut single, Total Wreck, shout to DJ Ski, who was one of Gangstar's DJs whenever I was out of town. I was already in the group, but I was still going to college at Prairie View A&M University, HBCU college. Shout to all the HBCUs out there. So DJ Ski would fill in for me when there was gigs, and he also did the scratching on Total Wreck. So shout to DJ Ski out in Canada now. Love to you forever, my brother. Now, as Guru continued to do more volumes of his Ill Kid samplers, let me not forget, the commercial version contained he called it an Ill Kid Jumbo sampler because it contained 4. He always likes to put 3 on one side, instrumentals on the other side. This one contained 4. One of them was a group called Stick and Move, real hardcore group. They were on there. Also, HL Rock the Sly Fox, who was our dancer during the early part of Gangstar's career. You see him in the Words I Manifest video. Even in the Positivity video, he's the mime doing that. That's with the strings to him. That's HL, and he's an incredible dancer. Don't battle him. He'll fuck you up. HL Rock was the one that rode with me shotgun in my Nissan pickup truck with all my luggage, all of my records, trekking to New York, driving up 95, and getting all my records wet and damaged. But of course, hits came out of that as well. Shout to Question Remains. Check that episode. And also, I wish he could have driven with me, even though he was still a person to keep me awake. But I drive stick shift manual vehicles, and he didn't know how to drive a stick, so I had to stick it all the way out and drive to New York. But at the end of the day, it's an incredible journey that I'll never forget and I'm proud of. One more group that was on that sampler, they were called Operation Ratification. They had a record called Trey Pound God. They now have become the NYGs. Shout to Panchi, who was known then as Panchi the Wild Comanche, and Shabino, who was then known as Suicide the Survivor. That's a dope name, Suicide the Survivor. Might have them see if we could do something under that name just as a song or something. That'd be kind of creative. But with that said, when you insert this disc into the S950 sampler and you load it up, this is how the groove sounds right here.
Reclining out west, maxing at the rest. Pressed to see my cutie that I caught to come caress me. Desperate, put one available to check this. Not in the masturbating, yo, cause that's some other shit. Since I had hit the dry spell, I figured I'd manicure my nails. Then out the blue, I'm interrupted by the bell. It was Key talking about D. Come on, let's bounce tonight. Wu-Tang's performing at the FIFA, and I got the backstage passes, VIP status. The after parties at the Marriott. We in the night like glad. This cool, I could do with that. Give me 45 so I could wash the pussycat.
Another episode. You know how we do. We got more coming. Stay tuned. And salute the floppy disk. And that's what's up.
True honey buns, wanna have fun. Unlike a chick who settled for the hit and run, yeah. To all the girls, do what you gotta do. But it ain't what you do, it's how you do, it's how you do, it's how you do.